In this video, we're counting down the top 5 most common debts not discharged in bankruptcy. So stay tuned, bankruptcy bailout buddies. Welcome debtors to Bankruptcy Bailout, and our motto is debt ruins lives, not bankruptcy. So today we're going to count down the top 5 most common debts not discharged in bankruptcy. But first, please consider subscribing to our channel and liking this video. Now, I understand, I get it. You don't want people to know that you're looking at stuff like this, but that's okay. Consider it as a way of paying it forward. If you found this video helpful, then other people might find it helpful. So your subscription is helping those people out. So please click on subscribe and like this video. You can turn off notifications if you like. But now let's get into it. The top 5 debts not discharged in bankruptcy. So, number 5, criminal restitution and fines. So basically, if you did the crime, you're going to pay the fine. All right, bankruptcy will not eliminate criminal restitution and fines. All right, plain and simple. Number 4. What's the number 4 debt? This one takes a little bit of explaining. Debts separated by a divorce decree. So what happens when you get divorced with debt is the court is going to divide the debts between the two divorcing parties. So for example, if there's a Chase credit card that's in both your names or in both the divorcees' names, the court's going to say, okay, father, you take the Chase card for $10,000. And, mom doesn't have to, or doesn't have to pay it. The problem is that you both remain liable to the bank. So what happens when dad decides to file bankruptcy? Well, he's going to eliminate his liability to the bank, to Chase. However, bankruptcy is not going to eliminate his responsibility to pay the debt that was created by the divorce decree. So even though now mom is on the hook to Chase for the debt still, and dad isn't, because dad filed bankruptcy, remember. Mom can still go back after dad for the $10,000 that he should have paid to Chase. Okay, so the number 4 most common debt, debts divided in a divorce decree. Number 3, back taxes, specifically taxes that were due in the prior 3 years to you filing bankruptcy. Okay, so if you owe taxes from the 3 years before you file bankruptcy, those are not going to be eliminated in bankruptcy. All right, if you go back further, those taxes may be dischargeable, but there's an analysis that has to take place to determine whether taxes older than 3 years old need to be or will be discharged in bankruptcy. All right, number 2, and I think you can guess it, there's only 2 left. This was a tough decision, but I think the number 2 most common debt not discharged in bankruptcy is student loans. That's right. Student loans have what we call a presumption of non-dischargeability. Right? You can discharge student loans in bankruptcy, but it's not automatic. It's not automatic like if you're trying to discharge credit cards. Okay, so for most people who have student loans, your student loans are not going to be eliminated in any way in bankruptcy. All right, there is a process to do so. It's called an adversary proceeding. Basically, you have to file a lawsuit against your student loan servicers. And during that process, you have to prove what we call undue hardship, that basically repaying your student loans would create an undue hardship on your financial life. But that's a much higher burden than it sounds. But explaining that is a different video. So here we are. Number 1 debt not discharged in bankruptcy. Domestic support obligations. That's your child support and spousal support. If there's one debt in the United States that is entirely unforgivable, that's back child support and spousal support. Bankruptcy is not going to provide you any relief, is not going to eliminate those obligations. Chapter 13 bankruptcy will allow you to structure a payment plan for back child support, but that's about it. You cannot eliminate child support in bankruptcy. So there you have it. Top 5 debts not discharged in bankruptcy. Number 1, child support. domestic support obligations. Number 2, student loans. Number 3, back taxes. Number 4, debts divided in a divorce. And number 5, criminal restitution. Again, my name is Matt Burkus. I'm a Colorado bankruptcy and debt relief attorney. I've been doing this for 18 years. I hope you found this video interesting. Thank you.